it's AT time. My name is Ron Friedman, and today on Animation Trainers, we're going to be discussing the 8th principle of animation in our 12 Principles of Animation series, which is the principle of secondary action. And to make sure that you don't miss that video in this series or any of the other videos that we post here on Animation Trainers, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and switch the notification bell to all. In the book Disney Animation, The Illusion of Life by Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston, the principle of secondary animation describes how we, as living, breathing, thinking, complex creatures, do more than one thing at a time. Now, this might seem like something that should go without saying. Of course we do more than one thing at a time. But when we begin to learn our craft as animators, it is a common pitfall to end up with a scene where a character walks over to a shelf, stops, picks up a glass, holds the glass up, and says, "Would you like a drink?" Comment quiz! Did what I just described sound perfectly fine to you? Or can you already tell where this is going? I'd love to know in the comments below. Remember, all the cool kids comment. In case you did think what I described sounded fine, let's take a look at what that looks like in practice. Here we see me walk over to a shelf, stop, pick up a glass, hold the glass up, and say, "Would you like a drink?" Would you like a drink? Now that you actually see that happening, are you beginning to get a sense of what might not be quite right about it? Let's compare it to this version. Would you like a drink? Now, obviously that take was different. For one thing, it felt faster. And having an action occur in the amount of time it needs and not be too slow is an important part of maintaining that elusive illusion of life. And it was faster, but not because I sped up any actions. We will be talking about timing in greater detail in the next video in this series. And if you want to watch the entire playlist, you can access the 12 Principles of Animation playlist by clicking here. But the fact that the scene was faster was actually just an after effect of what was more importantly occurring, which was secondary action. Let's take a look at both shots and break down what I mean by secondary action. In this first clip, we can see that I don't actually reach for the glass until I've stopped walking. Picking up the glass and holding it up are also treated as two separate actions. And it's only once I've held up the glass that I say my line. But as we can see in the second version of the shot, I am already reaching for the glass before I finish walking. I begin turning my head towards the person I'm going to speak to in the act of reaching for the glass. And by the time I've held the glass up to them, I have almost completed my line of dialogue. This overlap of action, beginning the next one before the previous one finishes, is the most integral part of this principle, in my opinion. When we are breaking down actions in such minute detail in the creation of them, it is easy to forget that we naturally overlap our actions for the sake of efficiency. And showing that overlap in our character's performance is a great way of showing them acting and reacting in a natural way. Our character reaching for the glass before it's within his grasp shows intent and gives us a clue as to what the anticipation of that character might be. Our character looks over to engage with the person they're going to speak to as soon as they know they will successfully grab the glass they're going to offer them. This makes the character feel engaged, and we get a clear sense of them thinking and feeling emotion. And the act of presenting the glass as he is finishing that line of dialogue allows him to use the gesture to accentuate the word drink. All of these secondary actions overlapping each other gives us the perfect timing for our animation so that our character feels alive and dynamic and not slow or mechanical. But why is timing so very, very important in animation? Well, in our next video in this series, we're going to talk about timing in greater detail and why timing is the fundamental foundation upon which all animation is built. And so to make sure you don't miss that video in this series or any of the other videos that we post here on Animation Trainers, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and switch that bell. Or better still, sign up for our weekly 1-hour live feedback and over-the-shoulder animation fishbowl sessions at patreon.com/animation trainers. You can join our students, our trainees, and our beloved patrons who have my eternal thanks for their support of this channel. Or would you like to have a private session with me where we can discuss how to improve your animation skills working with me directly one-on-one? Then please visit our website at animationtrainers.com and schedule a session with me. My name is Ron Friedman, and I hope that we will see you for our next video here at Animation Trainers. In the meantime, keep it moving.